Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Come on in. Come on in, like, share, and subscribe. This is another episode of Car Chronicles, political talk. Come on in. Yesterday was an eventful holiday. Come on in. Let's talk about it. Come on in, like the video. Trump said, look, I'm just trying to fix this ish that the previous administration let get out of hand. Good morning. Do you also feel like Trump is just trying to fix what was a mess before he took office in January? This is what he's saying. He was like, listen, y'all work with me. I'm just trying to fix some things. I promise you it's going to be a better day. I promise you it's going to be a better day. Trump said it's going to be a better day. Y'all rock with me. Let me cook. It's going to be a better day because it's just effed up, but not because of my doing. How about that? He said, listen, it's effed up. I know it's effed up, but it's not because of me. It's not because of me. I promise it's not because of me. Like the video, double tap the screen. Let me know. What do you think? What do you think? Harvard's like, listen, player, I know you and your feels about whatever you and your feels for, but don't be taking that on us and messing with our bag because removing these students is messing with our bag. That's a lot of coin. That's a lot of coinage that they would lose by not having these international, these foreign students enrolled at their school. Let me know, y'all. Come on in. Double tap the screen. Like the video. Like the video. Because this situation with the Harvard, listen, I ain't enrolled in Harvard. As of right now, nobody I know is enrolled in Harvard. So I don't know if how many of you really care about Harvard losing billions. Yes, with the B. B as in Barron, Trump's son Barron. Listen, word on the street is saying Trump. Y'all let me know because I've been hearing this and I don't know if it's true or not. Y'all come on in, double tap this screen. There's 51 of y'all in this building. Listen, good morning. Double tap the screen like this video. Word on the curb is that Barron applied to get into Harvard, and they told him, "No, you ain't good enough. We don't want you." I don't know if that's true, but people are saying that Trump is in his feels because Barron was not accepted into Harvard. I just want to put that out there because different places I'm seeing that comment being made. Good morning, Dr. J. Different places I'm seeing that comment being made, and I'm like, well, but I don't know. Is he going to go to NYU? I think I've heard someone say maybe he's going to go to NYU. I don't know, in the fall. But supposedly he applied for Harvard, and they was like, "We'll pass." Is that why this man pissed off? I don't know, y'all. This is what I'm hearing. Y'all can let me know if you've heard the same. I've heard this in a lot of different places. But anyway, nonetheless, it's safe to say Barron Trump will not be attending Harvard, at least going into the fall, because Daddy's like, listen, y'all discriminating over there against the white man, the whites. Y'all are discriminating. Y'all are discriminating against the whites, the Asian men, the heterosexuals. This is what he's saying, and it's a problem. So since y'all want to discriminate and go against the Civil Rights Act, then we gonna go ahead and pull back this check. So Harvard got multiple lawsuits filed against Trump. They just filed their. So let's flashback. Turn this arrow. Let's do a flashback. So apparently back in April, Harvard filed their first lawsuit against Trump and his administration because of Trump pulling back like $2 billion, and centered around the allegations of this whole DEI and discrimination, because Trump is alleging that Harvard is discriminating against, who he said he discriminate. He said they were discriminating against the whites, the Asians, the heterosexuals. Who else? He didn't put the Mexicans in there. He didn't put the blacks in there. He said the white man, the whites, the Asian man, the heterosexuals, and he had a problem with it. So y'all ain't getting y'all ain't getting this money. I don't know where y'all getting y'all money from, but you won't be getting this $2 billion. So that's the first lawsuit. That's the first lawsuit. So the school like, wait a minute, what are you talking about, sir? What are you talking about? Ain't nobody discriminating against nobody. Ain't nobody discriminating. They like, listen, ain't nobody discriminating against nobody. You are delusional, Trump. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Trump like, yes, like you're discriminating. You discriminating against the whites, the Asian male, the straight employees, and job training program applicants. You discriminating against all them ones that you said no to, basically. So no, we are not gonna cut this check. So Harvard filed the first lawsuit. The second lawsuit came on Friday when last week Trump said, you know what? Nah, on better yet, I know I'm saying I'm not giving y'all $2 billion, but I got one better for you. I got one better for you. All them foreign, them exchange, what they used to call them, foreign exchange students, them students, all of them, not some of them, not three of them, not five, not 20. I need all of them. All 6,800 of them, they need to go on back home, go on yonder, because I'm revoking their visas. Nope, I just can't do it. We don't know who these people are. Who are these people? Y'all, this is what he's saying. He like, who that is, Harpo? Like, who are these people? Who are these people? We need to know who these people are. I don't know who these people are. Who are these people? Show me some paperwork. I don't know. You got a lot of immigrants here. Who are they? Harper, like, don't worry about who they are. They paying these bills. They paying this tuition. They here. Don't worry about all that. That ain't your business. He like, the hell you say. If I'm paying these bills, I need to know who the hell up in here. Y'all know I always say that energy that parents have to their kids. When the kids talking about, stay out of my business, mom and dad. You ain't got no business. You ain't got no business as long as you need me to put a roof over your head, clothes on your back, food on the table, and money in your pocket. Now you need to answer my questions. This is the energy that Trump has to these people at Harvard as they tell this man to stay out their business. Listen, don't worry about where Ming Ling came. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about where Chan. Listen, they applied. They met the criteria, and they are here. What else? What more do you need to know? What more do you need to know, player? So that's the energy that at the Harvard. Yeah, it's real hood. It's real hood out here in these political streets, y'all. I'm just translating so y'all understand this type of energy that's been given from both sides. Everybody's saying it with their chest, their neck, finger popping, lip smacking, everything. Everybody is trying to stand on business on whatever side they are on. Trump then gonna tell them, so then y'all like, he already be pissing folks off, but don't think that man is ever done. Oh, don't ever think that he ever done, because there's always more. As long as this man got breath in his lungs, there will be more. The more is, you know what? Harvey, y'all done pissed me off. Y'all done piss me off. You done piss me off. You ain't trying to answer my questions. You not trying to play. Listen, how about this 3 million, I'm sorry, 3 billion, B as in Baron, 3 billion that was designated for y'all little research and y'all engineering program? You know what? Y'all don't need that damn money. Y'all don't need that money. We about to send that on over to the trade schools up the street for the plumbers and the HVACs, the electricians. We about to send that over there because they the ones needed. They need them. Listen, y'all got the rich folks over here paying these endowments that's in the millions, billions, all of that. Y'all don't need this check. That little plumbing program up the street, that little apprentice program up the street, they could really use this money. And these kids, anyway, according to the stats, they saying F they're going white collar jobs, y'all. Here's the thing. I was listening this morning on, I don't know if it was maybe Good Morning America, one of them morning shows, maybe Fox, one of them morning shows, y'all. They were saying for Gen Z, like about 43% of the I think it's Gen Z. I think it's Gen Z. They're saying forget college. Like we're just gonna they're saying, you know what, I don't even want to deal with that. I'm just gonna do a blue collar job, go get to the money through plumbing, HVAC. They're like why am I going in debt behind with trying to get this paper, these college degrees, when first of all, is ain't nobody hiring like that. So let's talk about that. If you don't believe me, go on LinkedIn and listen to everybody tell their story on how long they've been trying to get a job. So there's that. And then the ones that are hiring, they ain't really paying like that. They not paying enough to keep them off the soup line in the food banks. Y'all listen to this woman tell her story. She in Connecticut. Her and her husband both collectively bring in $150,000. They are a family of five, so that's what they got. What, 3 kids? I think they are a family of five. Yes, they are at the food bank regularly. She said, "Yes, we got $150,000 coming in the house, but we still on our Tasha K. We ain't got it. After we pay mortgage, one in college, one heading to college, um, utility bills, food, like it ain't nothing left." So this food bank that we used to donate to, yes, we now are in line with the other 60 people standing in front of us waiting to get food, groceries. Yes, she said family of five. Family of five. She was like, we ain't got it. Our income is $150,000 a year in Connecticut. Like anybody in Connecticut, I don't know what the cost of living and all of that up there, but she was like, the struggle is real. This food bank said they are seeing so many people who used to donate to the food bank now in need of these same food banks. This woman, her and some of her kids, when they have opportunities around their jobs, they donate, they give back because listen, this is a program that they need. So here's the thing. She has a job. Is Yale up in Connecticut or somewhere up there? Because I think she says she works for Yale. And she's concerned about if her job is going to still be around, working at that school. So there are a lot of people who work jobs, full-time jobs, who are still struggling. I was listening to another guy talk about, he has this book or something, and he was just like, there are so many people who work jobs and who still are homeless. How many of y'all, maybe you or know some people to where they got a job, they go somewhere every day, but they don't have a place to live. Like they're living in their car. So like say somebody who drives Uber or Lyft, like after they drop you off at wherever your job, the airport, whatever, um, when they clock out, like they going to park their car somewhere and they going to sleep in their car because listen, that's the transportation. That's the home, like that's their everything, their vehicle. How many of you know people that's their situation? They ain't got nothing else. Like everything, their life is just in the car with like all they have is with them in their vehicle, including housing. Like that's it. That's it. And this gentleman, he was saying that he had researched it. He said like 700,000, that's 700,000. It's on record that this is the situation for 700,000 Americans. But he said really that number is really more likely 6 times that number. 6 times the 700,000, excuse me, of American people who are the working homeless. I heard of this term working poor. Excuse me. So I guess it's kind of like interchange. Maybe it's different. I've heard of the working poor. Working poor, if you ever heard of that, working poor is somebody who works a job that they're going to work, they're earning a check, but child, just as quickly as that money gets into their account, it's gone because they having to pay every dang body. So it's nothing left. So they like, shit, I'm poor. I ain't got nothing. I'm broke and I work a job every day. Maybe some even say 7 days a week, more than 40 hours a week. But they're like, listen, I'm still struggling. I still don't have it. How many of you, that's your situation where you like, damn it, I know I just got paid. Listen, I seen the deposit hit. My phone went off. I was waiting for that deposit. I know I ain't crazy. Few days later, money just gone. You done paid out whatever. You trying to figure out how you finna get by into the next check. Maybe you don't get paid for another 2 weeks. So now a week after you just got paid, you got like still a whole week to basically figure out life with no more. Like, listen, I know this is a situation for many of you people because stuff costs so much, and then that money don't, it's just like it don't last the way it used to. How many of y'all like me get pissed off when you go in a grocery store and you get about 25 things in your cart and you damn hitting on $200? You like, what the freak? Wait, what the damn, you at the cash register. Come on, man, I'm gonna need for you to ring this cabbage up again. Cause I know you effing like, I'm gonna need for you to ring these eggs. Y'all, any of y'all where each item in the basket, you having them double check, triple check the pricing, cause you know ain't no freaking way. Ain't no way. This ain't no grocery haul. How many of y'all, you got about 20, 30 items and that tab looking like a grocery haul? And you know damn well this ain't no grocery haul. I ain't even got no meat up in this situation. You start really questioning like what kind of stuff you picked up for it to make sense for the amount of money you spent. Listen, everybody reevaluating their whole life when it's time to be pay at the checkout, because the vast majority of people ain't running around with no EBT card or no food stamps. I'm just gonna call it in. Everybody ain't, listen, everybody ain't got that. In these times, that's a luxury. You messing around being able to pull out an EBT, some food stamps. You wish. How many of y'all can you imagine what your account looked like if you did not have to pay cash for food? Like, really think about it. Think about, I didn't told y'all that, gave y'all the example. You got about 25 things and you already hitting on close to $200. Imagine if like it was a norm for your cash to not go towards food and you could pull out that little EBT card and swipe and have your groceries paid for. Like, I really think that would make a big difference just right there for a lot of Americans. If they didn't have to put cash, use the cash for food. Therefore, you're using the cash for your paying your rent, your household bills, gas. I'm just saying, y'all, because food is crazy. Listen, I had the audacity to want me some doggone Funyuns in the store yesterday. I'm in Publix with my husband. We're like, okay, we're gonna make some grilled cheese. We're gonna do something different. I said, oh, I want some chips with it. Let me go down the chip aisle. Y'all, I went down the chip aisle. I said, oh, I want some Funyuns. I want some Funyuns. And these kids bet not eat them either, because every time I buy them, I don't even get a chance to eat them because they didn't damn open them. You know, half the bag be air any damn way. So, y'all, I pick up the bag of Funyuns. And of course, the Funyuns bag don't be like, y'all know how some of the, like the Lay's bag, you can get that the big bag option, like the party size. Oh no, Funyuns don't do that. Funyuns finna hit you with this one size. They like a one size fit all. You don't get the party size, the family size. No, you getting this one damn regular size. The I done picked up the bag. You can already tell just, y'all know, all kinds of air, like a hot air balloon is in the bag. I'm shaking the damn bag because it's on my heart, on my soul, that had these damn Funyuns with this goddamn grilled cheese that I know my husband finna hook the hell up, and I will add he did. And I said, I want some Funyuns with it. Man, I'm sitting in the damn aisle, checking, doing testing on Funyun bags, trying to do the weight like my whole goddamn hand is a scale, y'all. Because this how bad I wanted them Funyuns. And I'm looking around, I don't see no other size shop. Why them Funyuns was almost $6? Yes, I stood in that line. I stood in that aisle. I talked to the Lord. I did a little silent prayer. He didn't remove from my heart to leave them Funyuns there. Y'all, I still walked out that stove with them damn Funyuns and had the nerve to even pick up a second bag because it was some type of little sour cream onion situation on something I ain't never seen before. Child, why am I spending them $12 on Funyuns? See, this that issue that I'm talking about. You know, my mindset. I remember I be telling y'all the rich don't do ish like this. People who ain't rich do. Because I sure took my happy ass out that stove with them 2 bags of Funyuns. Really, if you open up the bags and pour them in one, it equates 1 bag because y'all know how the damn bag be mostly air. But my dumbass had to have the damn Funyuns. I still ain't even open them. My son from college home, y'all, I'm probably cussing because he probably gonna eat them up today. I ain't even think about hiding them bad boys. For $12 for 2 bags, they need to be under my bed. But I wasn't thinking. They in the pantry for now, but probably in about a day or two, I'm be cussing, looking, asking, what the hell my Funyuns at? I paid $12 for them Funyuns. You know how you get pissed off? You start throwing the price tag on how much you pay for ish. Cause listen, them Funyuns was on my heart and my soul. I had to do it. So this is what's happening. It is not just me. Many of us are finding ourselves just still paying for these things that are ridiculously overpriced because it's just what we want. And we're able to at that time until we're not able. Hell, can we really? Hell, I can't pay for $12 for no chips. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I got a kid in college and two, and I be on these damn lives talking about how high stuff is, but I'm trying to pay $12. But listen, this live is not about me. Don't be judging me. Do not be judging. But listen, Linda, listen, I know I am one of many people that's finding themselves in these situations paying more than what we should for things that we need and even just things that we want. Y'all, low key, a lot of times I be like, damn, I work too damn hard to not be able to buy some damn Funyuns. I work too hard to not be able to buy some Funyuns. I promise you I do. And I don't even buy that ish that often. Because y'all, low key, like I'm the type, I buy stuff and I just be wanting a little taste, just a little piece. That's what my kids get me for all my stuff. Because they be like, Mom, you be playing games. You be buying it sits there. It don't get open. It damn near about to expire. And then you don't be wanting it until hell by the time you realize it ain't there no more because we done already got you. We done already ate up all your shit. But we trying to help you out because it's about to expire any doggone way. But what they don't understand, I just be wanting a little taste, a little piece. So y'all done paid $12 for 2 bags of chips because I want the little piece, a little taste. Because I never listen. That is the secret. People want to know, Sheik, how do you stay so trim? I don't eat all of almost anything. I just be one little something, just some little flavor. And that's that. But my kids, they go ahead and polish the rest off. So these are the times to where I'm paying $12 for about damn equivalent of probably what I'm gonna get out the Funyun bag out of probably each of them 5 Funyuns. And I done paid $12. Times hard. I say out here, it is hard out here for a pimp. Everybody's singing that. The Mexicans singing that. The Asians singing that. The blacks singing that. The Arabics singing. Everybody's singing how hard it is out here. It's very hard. It's very hard. It's unfortunate that you got people like myself. You work so hard and then you find yourself struggling to just do the bare minimum. Yeah, Tracy, yeah, they got the little bags of Funyuns. So they got the little bags, which is what in the dollar store that's like $1, $2. And then the next one is like this. Like you ain't gonna get no party size Funyuns. They do be having a little bag, but I was in the grocery store. They ain't had a little. If I would have got the little bag, would have had to get that variety box, and it only would have came with 3 bags of Funyuns. I thought about that, but I'm like, no, them kids gonna eat up. No, I want this right here, y'all. I promise you, it was like a whole little situation with me in the aisle looking at the Funyuns, trying to evaluate, doing math to see which one gonna make sense. Listen, that was my experience yesterday on Memorial Day. How was your Memorial Day? So, but this is where I'm at, y'all. Things cost so much. It's crazy. How much my bill? That bill in that store was what we pay about 100, and I think that grocery bill is $170. Did I buy any meat? Let me think. No. Only meat that was bought was the deli meat. I went to the deli and got some fresh cut turkey meat. That was the only meat bought in the store. That is a problem. That was the only meat bought in the store. But my bill damn near $200. This that ish that I'm talking about, y'all. It really is. Anyway, people other than me are also struggling when it comes to this type of ish where you just trying to just, like I said, we work too hard to not just be able to do a little something for yourself. Like you work too hard. I just know people are working too hard. But the sad situation is that things cost so much. Oh, remember I told you this man did this whole little story. He says about 700 plus thousand people. It's on record 700,000 that's basically working, but ain't got no. They're homeless. But he also said, let me see, there was something else I was about to tell y'all that this man said that I'm like, wow. It'll come back to me. I'll have to come back to that. Because I be listening to all these different outlets on what's going on. So when I do my car chronicles, I talk a lot about like just my memory on things that I like heard. But follow me because on this channel, because I'm not always driving. A lot of times I'm stationary and I got my laptop, my notes, and I just go in telling you what's going on out here. Like we gets to it over here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Chic. We gets to it. I deep dive. I talk about just politics, everything going on with the US, the economy. My background is clinical mental health counseling, so I'll also kind of insert dialogue and talk about things as far as with how all this ish impacts our mental health. Because y'all cannot tell me my mental health was not impacted yesterday when I was at Publix trying to figure out how I was going to steal from Peter to pay Paul to buy them Funyuns. Yes, my mental health was impacted in that moment. Because I'm thinking, like, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way. But this is how bad things are, you are. This is how bad things are. And here's peep game. Even I'm giving y'all these examples and talking about how bad it is. Y'all, this ish ain't even got to do with tariffs. What I just said to y'all has absolutely nothing to do with tariffs. Tariffs have not even started to impact that. Like tariffs, like this situation, it really hasn't started to impact like with the pricing and things on the shelves like that, like in your stores, like your grocery store. Because hell, Trump keeps kind of, moving the goalposts back and things like that. So we really haven't been hit with them like that, like for us on our level, like with the grocery stores like that. So what I'm damn bitten about, this is just life period pre-tariffs. Like how many of you all was already saying all of this last year in 2024, which is why many people, including myself, voted for President Trump, because we're like, we need some relief. Because the way we moving right now underneath the current administration, which was the Biden administration, we was like, F this, we can't do this no more. We got to try something different. We got to try something different. Listen, Trump, what you saying, Trump, what you say your game plan is, because that's how desperate people were. They were like, yo, like we need something more than what we get it. So that's like why a lot of people like voted for him, because they're like, we know what we're getting right now underneath this administration and it's not working. It's not working. It's not working. People voted for change. And it wasn't necessarily centered around him specifically as a person. It was just it was about change. We needed something different. We needed more. Because like I said, many of us feel like we work too freaking hard to struggle the way we do. How many of y'all out here working two, three jobs, driving Uber, driving Lyft, doing the drive-through at the local restaurant store? How many of y'all adults then took jobs that used to be the teenager jobs? You got kids out here who can't even go get the summer jobs, the jobs that they used to be able to get. But because you got whole adults, mamas out here with kids in college, or daddies out here with wives at home, three kids and two dogs that need these jobs. Amazon. How many of y'all working for Amazon? You on the side of young folks that's college age, and then you on the side of the seniors that had to be brought out of retirement. Let's talk about it. There are a lot of seniors that are being brought out of retirement because they like, Sheik, I can't afford to stay in retirement. I can't afford this little fixed income ain't cutting it. I need more. I need more. It's just one income in my house. My spouse, whoever, he no longer here, or I ain't got no man. Hell, she got low key. I ain't had no man in 20 years. Like, it's just me. I done raised my kids on my own. I'm struggling out here. I'm trying to do what I gotta do. Or how many of you are in that age and you living with your kids? You staying with your son and his wife, his girlfriend, your daughter and her man, her kids. How many of you are like living with people? You like, my effed up. I'll be living with my brother, sister. They didn't got on my nerves. I don't want to be here, but I ain't got nowhere to go. Or how many of you living in your car? Man, I'm in this car. I've been living in this car now for 2 months, however long. Hell, how many of you all are in storage units? That's a new thing I'm seeing. Storage units. Some people are calling the home. Listen, they got storage units. I guess they pay their little monthly storage bill. I ain't paying no storage bill, and Lord knows how long. So I don't know how much they letting storages go right now, how much that costs. But clearly, it's cheaper than rent. So let's just say your storage bill every month is $120. You can afford to pay that by driving Lyft or Uber, right? Doing DoorDash, Uber Eats. It don't take a whole, you probably can pick up cans and it's recycled to make that up. People are down bad. People are down bad. Like, I get it. It's hard, regardless of what your education is. So listen, this one journalist on the show I was watching, on one of these morning shows, I don't know if it was Fox, it might have been Fox News, I don't know. She said, we gonna call her Becky. She was a white woman. Becky said, listen, I got a degree. My husband has a degree. He has actually an advanced degree. She said, but baby, my husband does construction. He's in construction. He sure is. He's the one with the advanced degree. She said he in construction and he loves it. He said he's more filled with doing that job than doing a white collar job. This is what Becky said. So her man got an advanced degree, which means he's gotten at least a master's degree. He's not using it. He's not using it. What's happening, what I learned is that, like, so say you're going to these colleges and you're getting these degrees. A lot of people who are coming out of college, they may be starting out making maybe about 40,000. You can't live off of that. But though, if you go to a little HVAC program, do a little plumbing apprenticeship, child, they said they may coming out making about 60, 70,000. Let me know anybody in here who do the HVAC, plumbing, those vocational jobs. Talk about, like, come on, pop your collar. What's your money looking like? What is your money looking like? What is your money looking like? Because it's sounding like that money is long. It's longer than those who are coming out of college to go work in somebody's office building starting out. Listen, this is what they saying. This is what they're saying. They're saying that these people working at these trade schools are getting to it. My neighbor is a whole entire plumber. Oh, and that man is living real, real good. Y'all know I be doing walking talks. Y'all know what the hell my neighborhood look like. If you don't know what my neighborhood look like, go find the video that says walk and talk, because I am walking in my neighborhood. I live in a nice neighborhood. It's real nice. It's nice. It's really nice. But my neighbor is a plumber. Got a knife. That all kind of ish popping off that he be upgrading, doing all kind of ish in that house. And he got one still. I think he still, when he moved from Florida, I think they rent that out. They still got a place in Florida. So he got a couple of properties. A plumber. That's all this man do. He a Jamaican. He from Jamaica. He Jamaican. He a plumber. Mm-hmm. That's what he do. Gets to it. What he just got? Bought a Porsche. He had an Audi. He got rid of that. He just got a Porsche. He got a Porsche now. Mm-hmm. So ladies, don't be sleeping on these men. He roll up to you talking about what your name is, and then he tell you he a plumber. Don't cuss him out. Do not cuss him out. Do not cuss him out, because if I'm around you, I might cuss you out for cussing him out. Do not cuss him. Do not cuss that man out, that HVAC man who talking about, I fix air conditioners and make sure you got heat. Do not cuss that man out who talking about I go and unclog them toilets from y'all women putting them tampons, flushing them down the toilet. Do not cuss that man out. You embrace that man. You embrace that man. Y'all, listen, this is gonna be a man that ain't got that debt like that, who don't have that student loan debt like you may have. Because here, this is when life gets real effed up, is when you're in a situation, you're in a relationship, a marriage, and both of y'all got all that debt. Somebody got to be able to not have all that debt attached to them. Somebody. Because what happens is when it's time to qualify for a house, oh, baby, the conversation centered around your student loans will come up. Oh, it will come up. It will come up. I have student loan. My husband, no. You see how that works? How I can have a lifestyle still where the student loans aren't hurting me and stopping me from having things, because I have a child, an education. Then I got a bunch. I got a lot. I got enough education to share with other people. That's not his situation. That's not his situation. He built a career around not having to do that. So we're not both in a situation where we both have this debt dealing with college and student loans and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So you think about this when you're hooking up with people. Think about what their situation is. Make sure that hell y'all both ain't gonna be down bad, locked down with all this debt. Somebody gotta be able to get some ish in their name and to be able to be approved or considered for a loan without factoring in student loan debt. Because when you get a house, baby, they're factoring in at least about for your payment, it's gonna be in like 1 to 3% of whatever your student loans is. Like that's how they're gonna factor in to try to estimate what your payment is going to be if you're not currently like making a payment and you got it like on a deferred bin or something. So these are things you have to think about if you want some ish in life, because there are a lot of people who have not been able to get the things that they want because of the debt, the student loans. And guess what? They have debt and their partners have debt. So both people in a relationship have all this crazy debt. So they can't kind of do anything. Because now you got both people who went to college, not necessarily even finished. Because here's the thing, baby. Don't think that just because you went to somebody college and you didn't finish, that you don't have to pay the student loans back. Hell, you might as well finish what you started, because you're still going to have that bill. It's still there. So you got a lot of people who went and didn't finish, but they still got student loan debt. You see what I'm saying? I finished all the programs I had. But you have a lot of people who didn't, but they also still have student loan debt. And many of them are part of that what was that number? Is it 5 million or is it billion? It's either with an M or a B, because I've talked about it on my channel of people who are in debt that are in default. I think it's million. We're going to go with million. We're going to just say million because it sounds better. There are, as of Cinco de Mayo of this year, May 5th, 2025, it was at least 5 million people who were in default for their student loans. Default meaning they have not made a payment in, I think what default is what, like 9 months? About 9 months. You ain't made a payment about 9 months. You're in default. So as of May, May 5th, we're still in May, as of this month, there's about at least 5 million borrowers who are in default. And it is estimated that by Thanksgiving, by November, there will be another 5 million. Good morning, Virtuous. There'll be another 5 million borrowers in default, meaning that you are behind on your payments. You are behind. You have not made a payment in a long, long time. But here's the thing, a lot of people haven't made payments because Biden, underneath his administration, he implemented some programs and things that had people to not have to make their payments, where they payments were able to be put on hold. Well, the Trump administration said, hey, it's a new day. That has ended. That was dumb. He shouldn't even done that. But anyway, he did it. And I'm going to need for you to start making payments. And there are already people who are saying they've already started having their checks garnished for student loan payments. Listen, before even May 5th, I had one of my subscribers say in the chat that he had already started getting garnished for his student loans. And it hadn't even hit May 5th, so he didn't even get to the doggone celebrate the Cinco de Mayo, have his little margarita and wear his sombrero. Listen, they already just messed up his whole high before the holiday even came, where he said they had taken money from his account. And here's the kicker on his situation. He said that, remember y'all, when Biden was in there, they were like doing some loan forgiveness and things like that. He said his student loan was forgiven. He said he didn't ask for it or apply for it. He just said the shit. They got forgiven. Well, just as quick as they forgave it, they came back and said, no, I guess the Trump administration came back and was like, no, you got to pay this. And that's when they started taking the money from him, from his account. He like, well, hell, I didn't even ask y'all to forgive it in the first place. Y'all did that. So now you want to come back and start garnishing my check from a decision you like. I didn't put in no request, nothing with having my student loans forgiven. They did it. Of course, he ain't argue it, but he was like, I didn't ask for it. But now they came back and was like, you know what? No, we gonna need for you to pay this back. So I'm telling this story because some of you may have fallen under the category of where you had your student loans forgiven, or you know people who had their student loans forgiven. I'm just telling you a story of one of my subscribers, who shared that theirs was too, and then the government, Trump administration, came back and slapped that debt back on him and started garnishing his check. So these times are here. People are talking about on the internet with how, having their checks garnished. Defaults, things like this is hitting the credit report. It's impacting you qualifying for a house. It's putting your life on a chokehold. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't side-eye somebody or somebody where you may meet and they didn't go to college, they don't have all that debt, and they have a trade. They do something in the trades, because that means that likely they're not they're not heavy in debt like that. So when y'all bring your lives together and put your money together, it's not two people that's coming together with all this debt. Like, you got to be strategic and think about this issue, because here's the thing. I've been married over 20 years. I've been with my husband, 25 years. I didn't think like this. I was right out of high school when I met my husband. I got married at 23. I wasn't thinking like this. It's just that it worked out to where over the years, when I got my degrees, he continued to, build his career or whatever, IT or whatever. He just didn't go a route of college degrees. He did more certifications, certificates. But once we, as we grew together in our relationship and was ready to buy a home and all of that, and with student loans and these things were coming up in conversation, it was like, wow, it's a blessing that we both didn't go that route of just college and having all this debt and you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? How the way I got to it, it wasn't how he got to it. So it worked out for us because he didn't have heavy, he wasn't debt heavy like with education, like with me. You know, so we were able to still get whatever without having to be held back because of student loans, like a lot of people. You got a lot of couples where both of them got a lot of debt. And a lot of them both got student loans questions, but they both have student loan debt. So it's just like, and then you got kids. It's just hard. It's just hard. I get it. I get it. We got to be strategic out here when we talking to our kids. They're saying like 43% of kids right now are opting to not go to college and just to go to like some type of trade school. I know my daughter's, I was recently saying how my daughter's best friend, my daughter, she's my youngest of the three, she's 15. And her best friend's father during spring break, while they were on vacation, he got a phone call telling him that he was laid off, that he no longer had a job. And their oldest daughter, who was a senior at the time, the school year is over with here in Georgia where I live. She's college bound. But here's the thing with her, she was going to do like a 2-year type situation, so kind of like equivalent of like a trade school where she was going to get like a certificate and something centered around like health, radiology, like something like that. Her mama told me like she was going to do the little 2-year situation, get her little certificate, and baby girl was going to be able to start out making about $120,000 coming out of school in her field without having the 4-year degree. It's something dealing with the radiology and the medical field. I'm not in them like the medical. I have my degree. I have a master's degree in clinical mental health counseling. So it's more on high level here. You got to have a degree for that. But with her, she was doing like, how you go into the doctor's office and you have them texts and them people who running them scans and doing that specialty stuff. This is what her daughter had decided to go to school for at a local college in our area. And she was like, yo, like when she get out, she gonna be able to make like $120,000. Yeah, sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. So we just have to kind of seek out options and see what else is there outside of something that requires you to have a 4-year degree. Because there's a lot of things, a lot of jobs you can do where you don't have to have those degrees like that. You just have to research them. So, research jobs on it. Homework, students. Welcome, honor students. Good morning. Please double tap the screen, like the video. Do your research. See what jobs are out there, what fields are out there that does not require a degree. What are some programs out there where you can maybe get like a certification, do like an apprenticeship or something like that? Because Trump said, listen, Harvard didn't piss me the hell off. Harvard has pissed me off. I'm about to send this $3 billion over to these trade schools. This is what I'm about to do because y'all done pissed me off. So with that being said, you all, there may be programs and things out there where you can kind of take advantage of, where there's going to be some funding, some type of like some things you can. Y'all know how the benefits, how you see little things, the free money programs out there. Maybe you come from a certain zip code or something like that, or you come from a single family. Y'all know a lot of times they got these programs, these things out here you can qualify for based on your living conditions, maybe based on your income. You just got to put in do that work, do your homework, and see what's out there. See what's out there. See what type of programs are out there that helps people who maybe make a certain amount of money, who are low income. Uh, things like that. Like you just gotta look into it because I know there's a lot out there, but a lot of times, what's up, Riza? Good morning. A lot of times we don't know. And that's why I come out here and I talk my talk and I share information and in hopes, because in the chat I be driving, so I don't know what the hell y'all saying. But once I get to my destination, which I should be there in about 20 minutes, 15 minutes, I can kind of get through the comments. But share information that you may have that can help somebody get to it, because I go live to share information I have, but also to have to create a space where other people can come out here and share information that they have as well that can maybe help the next person. We really need to start researching more these vocational school opportunities. Like, I am not side-eyeing someone who talking about who says I want to be a hair beautician, uh, a barber, or even a bartender. Let's talk about the bartender. You've been able to do a job where you can make tips. I'm just saying, y'all. Josh, good morning. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. You all, when you send super chats, or if you're a member, I can see your comment in color so it pops. Easy for me to read your comment. Thank you. Thank you so much, Josh. I appreciate the super chat. But that's what I'm saying. Like, each one teach one. What you know? How many of y'all know, like, some of these jobs, these bartender jobs, these jobs where you working on tips and stuff? Some of these people be getting to it. Some, especially you wind up at you a nice restaurant, one of them nice spots. Somebody I work with, she was like, yo, when I was in college, she was like, I was working at a really nice restaurant for like 3 of the years I was in school. She might have said 4 years, but she was just like the hostess. But she was saying them servers, y'all. She was like, the servers in the restaurant was like making, like, getting to the, I think she said it was like in the damn six figures. She was like, the servers, like, they was really getting to the money at these restaurants. And y'all, I live in Atlanta. So if you, Atlanta is known for they have a lot of really nice restaurants. Like, it's just like, you want to get out, go outside, step out, do like Atlanta. Like, they, listen, we got some everything here. We're not lacking like anything here. So you can get to the money. You just have to learn how to do it. And it's going to start with you being resourceful, talking when you meet people, engaging in conversations. Don't be in your shell talking about, I don't talk to strangers, chic. I don't talk to strangers. We are not in the time to be sitting in the I don't talk to strangers. I don't talk to people I know. I don't know, because right now we need to be talking to one another, because that's how you come to learn the information. That's how you come to learn the opportunities that are out there, by engaging, by having dialogue with people. Just even with the chat, just seeing what people have to say. I promise you, whenever I go live, you are going to learn something. You're going to walk away knowing more than you did before you came, because it's about sharing information. I learn information. I come out here, I share it in hopes that those of you who find my little channel, my little corner of the internet, you do the same when you come over and engage in the chat. Just share information that you have that may be helpful to the next person, because people are out here down bad. People are out here down bad, and they just need to know, like, it's like, what do I do? Where can I go? What are some resources out there? Like, I don't have health insurance. I don't have food banks. Wherever you live, get on the internet. Figure out okay, what are some local food banks where you can go? These food banks are like, yo, like, we don't have as much as we used to have in inventory. So it's harder for us to help as many family as we used to. Like, it's just because we don't have as much. It's not as many, not as much money coming in, not as many people donating food. Like, it's just hard. People who still have jobs, like, they can't give in a way that they once were able to give, because now things are kind of more tight for them. So people are out here doing what they can, and you just have, you just be appreciative for people just helping however they can. And I encourage each and every one of you to just help the next person however you can, even if it's just sharing some information, directing them to some place where they can maybe get help, get food, get health care, get prescription medication, get shelter for the day. I talked about on my channel right now, not that long ago in Las Vegas. There are people who are homeless living underneath the ground, underneath the sidewalk. So you know how when you're in Vegas and you're walking, you ever look down and you see like the iron, the metal, like, and you're walking over it and it got the holes in it, and you don't know, hell, it's underneath ground and you just walking on top of it. Well, there's people down there that's living down there. It's over 1,000 people living down there, y'all. It sure is. It's a lot of people down there. They live down there. It's dark down there. They live down there. They got a whole little pallet set up like that's, and they've been down there for years. 1 year, 5 years. They've been down there for years, living underground, off the radar, because they're like, listen, there's nothing up there for me. Where am I going? Who cares? Nobody cares. I'm just gonna stay down here, y'all. Next time you're in Vegas, look down, because you're walking on top of somebody. Somebody's down there. They did a whole little special. I saw it. Talked to the people and everything. Did a little news, little special on something I watched. Virtual said in the sewer. Yeah, it's down there. The news people, they didn't say how it smelled down there, but what they did to give you an idea of what it felt like being down there. So when they went down there, they had the lights. You know how you got the cameraman, you have your lights so you can see. So what they did was they turned the lights off. So therefore, it give you an idea of what it's like down there, and it was pitch black. Child, I got to thinking about them big about rats and rodents. Listen, I don't do. Listen, I don't do rodents. I just, y'all. I'm just gonna damn die and pass out if a damn rat some road and touch my skin and ran across my damn feet. I'm just gone. I'm just good for gone. The kids, listen, y'all can have the Funyuns, the $12 Funyuns I just bought because Mama ain't here no more to need them. I'm done. Then come skedaddling across me like I can do a bug. Listen, I can do a. Okay, don't let the bug have fur. It's something about the fur for me. It's something like I don't do no cats. I don't do no rats, no hamsters. Like I can't do none of that. I just got my big ass dog Bailey in 2020, and I got her because my husband and the kids all came together and had a little secret set meeting. Like, okay, we're gonna get this dog, but we gotta get mommy because y'all know mommy's scared of dogs. We gotta get her buy-in in order to be able to keep the dog. So I literally watched the dog grow from being a puppy to a big A dog. So that's how I got over the phobia of the dog, because my dog, I guarantee, is bigger than your dog. I got a big A dog. So now I'm like, okay, because I live with a big A dog, any other dog that I encounter, it's like whatever. Because my dog bigger than your dog, so I'm not fearful anymore. You see how that works? Like mine, it's just you got to play with the mind. Listen, I'm not playing like that when it comes to no big ass no rats and stuff. I don't listen. I don't care if I see it as a baby. It's not going to work for me. I don't do the rodents. So when they did the special, I got to talking about how I damn just dropped. I just passed the hell out if one of them things ran across my feet. Like I end it all. The kids, y'all can have the Funyuns. What else I got? Y'all can have the lollipops. My mama's snacks that's probably damn near about to expire anyway because I've been holding. Listen, y'all can have it all. Y'all can have a YouTube channel because I'm gone, y'all. I am gone. I am straight gone. I'm gone. I can do a bug any day before a hairy road. I just can't do it. So that was what my thought was on when they were down underneath. And as you say, Virtuous, in the sewer. Yes, these people are calling it home. They land on the ground. They got their little pallet with the little sleeping blanket. They got the little blanket. Listen, just like what you would see in the alley, how somebody set up whatever their little situation is. Yes, Virtual. They got all the damn snacks. They can't say I don't leave them nothing. They got all the snacks. because I'm gone. I can't take the damn snacks with me. I'm gone. What happened to your mama? She damn passed. She gone. Oh, well, what happened to her? Well, we were walking and we were in the park. She had sandals on that day. She had them old Navy flip flops on. Daddy told her to put the Nikes on, but she put the flip flops on. And then this rat, it came by and crossed over her feet. She damn dropped and that was it. Listen, that is the story on how they lost their mama. That is the story on how they lost their mama. Y'all, I'm not even exaggerating. I'm gone. I'm gone. Mama, wow, that is so, yes, that's how she wasn't sick. She wasn't sick. Mama always said that she don't do rodents. I knew we never had a cat and we never had a hamster. But we didn't realize how serious it was. But we was out that day. Daddy told her to put the Nikes on. Daddy told her to put the Nikes on and put some long pants on. But she said it was hot. She wanted to wear her new Old Navy flip-flops because it was that new color that they had just came out. She said she needed to wear them. They was like these pink, the rose gold ones. I remember that day. Mama said she needed to wear her rose gold flip-flops with her rose gold pink shorts and her tank top. Daddy told her. We walking. Mama, we hear her holler. She hit the ground. And yeah, that listen. She hit the ground. Daddy was not nearby. He couldn't catch her. He did not make it in time to catch Mama. Mama didn't hit the damn ground. She hit her head, and Mama gone. And then the rat, as she hit the ground, the rat then skirted on off. And listen, y'all, this is how, because y'all know you get taken out ways in which you don't think. See, that's why I said, don't be out here worried about, oh, I'm going to die from the plane or the cracks. Y'all know that shit, that ain't how it ever happened. You get taken out from some random ish, some ish that you wasn't even thinking about. Y'all know it's always some random ish that somebody get, you like, damn, that's how they got taken out. How many times y'all done heard somebody then came back from Afghanistan, then fought everybody off? They out there on a Rambo, then fought everybody out. They get home. 6 months later, however, some damn random itch, they didn't goddamn trip, wasn't paying attention, then fell into the damn hole in the yard from the landscape, and now they are gone and they done broke their neck. Y'all know it be some random ish. Y'all know. I'm just telling y'all that I already know that could be a way that I get taken out because I don't goddamn do rodents. I don't do it. So some of us know how we probably would get taken out here. I'm just telling y'all, I can see that being how my goddamn ass get taken out here. I done goddamn fell, hit my head. Listen, it'd be all damn bad. It will be all bad. So that's me. And I meant all of that. All of it. I meant all of it. So them damn people down there. So the next time y'all in Vegas, look down and think about the community that's living down there. Because there is a whole community living down there underneath the strip. You know it got to be hot as hell. So let's talk about the temperature. Don't the heat, what they say, heat rise? So that means the heat coming from underneath. Y'all, listen. Here's another one. Next time y'all walk in the strip, how about this? Y'all see I said y'all got the, you got the metal, the things that's over the ground. I don't know what you call it, but you know how you walking over it. And so I said people down there. So drop some money down there. Just do that shit. Just drop, because it's a whole community down there. Like, y'all, it's a whole community down there. That little 20 that you about to go lose any damn way, because me and my husband, we don't gamble. So we go out there with $20 each. When it's gone, it's gone. Like you tell your kids, listen, when the damn juice boxes, when the juice is gone, it's gone, it's gone. Ain't no more. We got our little $20. Next time you go to Las Vegas, when you see the holes in the ground, like when you walking on the sidewalk, drop some money down there. It's a community down there. Just go and just drop it down there. Somebody going to get it. I did say it's rodents, so them rodents might eat that damn paper. But don't worry about the rodents. Just think about there's a community down there. Hopefully, them people, they may be used to fighting against the damn rodents. They'll fight and get that damn $20. They'll see that in the damn dark. You're going to see some money. Just drop the money down in the hole. Y'all, this is real. It's people living down there. Y'all, anything that I talk to y'all about, y'all can go on the internet and look all this ish up. Y'all can go on the internet, look all this issue up. Drop the money down there. There are people down there living down there underneath the street, underneath there. Help the people out. It's hard out here. And a lot of them people been down there for many, many years. When it's gone, it's gone. Listen, just think about that as you navigating the things, as you're doing things, you're being wasteful. Like, just think about there's a lot of people that are going without. So if there's opportunities where you can share, there's opportunities where you can share, lend and helping hand, volunteer. Listen, do what you can. Do what you can, because it don't have to always be about the money, but just your time. How many of you all have been in situations to where it wasn't even about the money? You just needed somebody time, somebody to be able to help you out, maybe to just give you a ride to somewhere, to watch your kids. Because it's not always about the money. Sometimes you have people, how many of you encounter people to where they're they're they'll they're faster, it's they'll give you money faster than they'll give you their time. You have some people to where they will give you money faster than they give you time. But then some situations, it's like it's not about the money, it's the time. You need somebody's time. Because it's about the time. Say when you need somebody to look after your child, or your loved one or something for a couple of hours so you can maybe go to the job interview, or you need somebody time to give you a ride so you can go and get some food for your babies, so you can go and pick up something to get prepared for a job interview. Like, sometimes, y'all, it's not about the money, it's the time. Because what they say, you can't get back time. So, y'all, people who are giving you their time, be appreciative. Show gratitude, because you can't get time back, but guess what? You can get money back, but you can't get time back. So when I encounter people who are giving when it comes to their time, I am so like, I'm grateful, and just because I understand, like, people, like, time is money, and a lot of times, like, people not trying to give their time up. People aren't trying to give up their time. So I am just as grateful as somebody who's willing to give me their time as I am, say, somebody giving me money, because it's not always about the money. It's not always about the money. When you know, you know. I'm going to say just about all of us living human beings, there's been moments where it was about needing somebody's time versus somebody's money. You just needed their time for something. Time is availability. We need their time. So we are experiencing challenging times. As President Trump said yesterday in his speech, I haven't heard all of it. I heard some of it, but what I did hear him say is that, listen, ish is bad. He acknowledges things are bad, and he has made a promise. His promise is that things will get better. Now, whether or not you believe him or not, listen. This man just said he know ish is effed up, but he said, rock with me. Just rock with me. Just rock with me. Let me cook. My husband always say, let him cook. Let him cook. Let me cook. I promise you, I'm working. It's going to be better. It's going to be better. It's going to be better. This is his message. It's going to be better. Things are effed up. They were effed up when I took over the office, but I'm doing what I can to try to make it better. It's still early. It's still early in his presidential term. He's like, listen, still continue to just have patience with me, because I'm on to something. We're gonna get to better days. We're gonna get to better. But y'all, I'm not gonna hold you. When I learned that he was like, shit, instead of giving Harvard the $3 billion, give it to trade schools. Y'all, I kind of like perked up, because I ain't saying nothing favorable about. I don't know how y'all got to probably look at all my lives to check the last time I said something damn favorable about President Trump, and I voted for the man, because he been pissing me off for a little while. But when I seen that the headline was that him wanting to take the money from Harvard and give it to the trade schools. Y'all, I like that. Like, I think that's a great idea because I believe Harvard, they don't really need that money because, y'all, these rich schools, my husband works at a private school and it's just a school from like K-6 for rich kids. Like 30,000 a year tuition type stuff. Celebrity housewives kids, Michelin man, tire brand kids go to the school. Actresses, reality television people kids go to the school. The endowment he talks about is so crazy, y'all. The endowment is just people who are donating the money. Crazy, yo. And it just seems like the more prestige the school is, the bigger the endowment. So I say that to say that these schools don't need that federal funding like that. They are getting to the money. They are getting to the money. The alumni is donating to the school. Parents of the students or families are donating to these schools. So when I heard the headline read that he was saying, hey, I may give this money to the trade schools, I was like, bet. That's more people who would be able to go to these schools. Like, remember I talk about with these fundings, these grants. He said that money, that grant money, he can give it to these trade schools so people can utilize that. Like I say, when you do your research and learn about programs that help with getting you funding to get you into schools and things like that, it comes from grants, like federal grants, money. I always hear, how many of you all ever hear about how they say it's a lot of times there's so much free money out there to go unused because people don't know about it. Especially if you're a minority. Don't let you be a minority and know how to damn play ping pong. When I was in high school, so I'm from California. I'm from Northern California, the Bay Area. When I first moved to Georgia, the high school I went to, I met this guy. And he crazy as hell. I dated him for the equivalent of 5 minutes of my life. So y'all, I ain't never been slow. So I knew this wasn't gonna work for damn me. I knew it wasn't gonna work for me. So in the 5 minutes that I dated him, he was really smart. He he was an athlete. So let me see. He was like an A student, child. He ran track. He played soccer. The hell else he did? And he played ping pong. So this man, he got a scholarship on academics, ping pong, I think, and soccer. But I know he got that damn scholarship on ping pong because he was black. He was black. He was a male, and he goddamn knew how to play ping pong. You see what I'm saying? How you had these programs, these opportunities out here that you can get to the money, but you just got to come to learn about them. So because he played ping pong, being black and being a male, like there's these different categories that sometimes you can fit into that has you to be eligible for like this free money that's out there. I'm just saying, y'all. A lot of these things like that, especially people of color aren't primarily represented in, there's free money out there for students to get, like say like lacrosse. Hell, like I had never even heard of lacrosse until I moved to like where I live, and I think I for my first time seeing lacrosse. Y'all remember the movie? I'm sure my age, American Pie. I think that was the sport they played. I think American Pie came out. Maybe I was in high school, and so me seeing it in person was in my community, which was like a good number of white people. So, but it's not a sport. It's kind of like picture like I guess soccer, but with the long pole and a net on the end, and with this ball. I'm still puzzled about how they can throw the ball with the net and then catch it. They'd be pissed off at me because I ain't catching nothing. I ain't see the damn ball because it's so, y'all, it's about this damn little, and you they'd be pissed off at me. Anyway, it ain't a lot of black people who play in that sport. But because of that, It's opportunities out there for Black people to get money, scholarships, things like that. My niece played in high school. Like, it's just that it's that like that's not popular. So those of you who are early on in your parenting and you got your kids and you're trying to figure out what type of activities to get them in, pay attention to the sports that does not have a high representation of your group of people. So if you're Black and you're like, okay, I really want to set my child up, my babies up, get them into like swimming. What is that? The horseback riding, the what else? Lacrosse, even soccer, um, tennis. Those things that you don't see just dominated already by like Black people, like in large numbers. Because y'all know whatever sport we do, we gonna show up and show out. But I'm talking about like visually, like we're not heavily represented. Visually, we're not heavily represented. So that's going to be the key because they're going to have things kind of more diverse. They're going to be good. They're going to want to see people of other cultural groups like being there to bring the attention to it. Because y'all know, anytime y'all know when we participate in something, y'all know we bring a different kind of flavor, a different type of flair to it. Y'all know it's just always real different when Black folks get introduced to something. We finna have the damn music playing in the background because we can't do a damn thing without music. You gon' have a damn music playing. We having a whole DJ out here as we damn whoop up on you in whatever sport that we playing. This just listen, we know no other way. We know no other way. We come to play. And then at the same time, we ain't playing with you either. You see what I'm saying? So introduce your kids to the things that aren't so like popular like that, so that's what I've come to learn, because there's like a lot of like the free money and grants and things out there for things like that. So look into it. I've arrived at, let me see, once I park my car, I'll try to get into the comments and see what y'all talking about. Hopefully y'all ain't talking sleek. I know I done said some stuff, so mm. Hold on, Chemo Sabe, hold on. She's arrived. She's arrived. Thank y'all for joining me on my Car Chronicles, y'all. Y'all talk to me as I'm driving into my office. I made good timing today. It's 8:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Where are you? Where are you? I'm going to get into these comments. Double tap the screen. Like the video. Champagne King salute. Welcome, welcome. Welcome everyone. Let's see. Let's get into these comments, see what y'all talking about, because I know I said a lot. I really want to know how y'all feeling about this Harvard situation, Harvard versus Trump. Hold on, all right. Just doing a screenshot for something I want to remember later. How y'all feeling about Harvard versus Trump? Are y'all here for it? Are y'all here for Trump snatching their funds? Like, listen, you want to do what you want to do, Harvard? All right, then. Well, you do what you want to do on your own dime. Do what you want to do on your own dime. Let me see. Brian says no tax on tips is great, but almost everything else in that bill was stupid. I've talked about the bill a couple of times on my live. You can check out my previous content where I titled the Big Beautiful Bill Act. and we get into some things and just talk about the things that are in there. It's a lot of people that are not here for that bill. To be honest, most of the people I hear talking on the internet about it, just the different news outlets, they're not here for the bill. But it did pass what this, let me see, what it passed the House. So now what it needs to pass the Senate. So it's still, I think it has till by July 4th, from what I learned over the weekend, to pass the Senate. But it's been said that there are some Republicans who in the Senate, I guess, who have to pass the bill, who will have concerns centered around the bill. And I think the concerns are kind of heavily around the healthcare, the Medicaid portion, and the I think the energy part of the bill. Let's see. Shrek says, why in the hell should someone of McDonald's make $15 an hour and you can't pay someone who does double that work the same? Listen, like, so, like, let me talk about like how people not making enough money. So my kids, they're teenage. My oldest is like 20. He's home from school to college for the summer. And then I have like a 16-year-old and a 15-year-old. So I want them to, get jobs for the summer. And so my kids over the weekend, I saw there was like a local movie theater that were going to be doing interviews, on the spot interviews and things like that on Friday. So I told my sons, because my daughter, she's just 15, she's not old enough, because you got to be at least 16. So I'm like, yo, like, make plans to go and be there by like 12 o'clock, because it starts at like 12 to 6. So I'm thinking like, oh, that's good timing. My mother was like, oh no, they probably need to be there by the 11 o'clock. I'm sure it's going to be a long line of people there because people don't have jobs. I'm like, really? Like that? She was like, yes. She was like, I'm sure it's going to be crazy. A lot of people out there. She's like, because people don't have jobs. So I looked up the pay, y'all, to see, okay, with these jobs at this movie theater, because it's going to be like a new opening movie theater. So I'm like, well, let me see how much they're paying. Child, minimum wage, which is fine for like, your floor worker or whatever. But let me tell y'all, so because someone said something about $15 an hour or something like that, talking about McDonald's. Somebody said something about McDonald's. For the managers at this movie theater, y'all, the hourly wage was like $15 and some change for the manager position. What the freak? You can go to Amazon and make more than that. For the manager position, it was $15 and some change that the internet showed that the company paid. I was like, what the? So y'all, if it's a manager, it's likely this is somebody. Remember, I talked about somebody, a husband, wife, like somebody who got a whole family situation at the crib. They got the wife, they got the 3 kids, the 2 dogs, like 15 for a manager position. Oh, I know. Remember I told y'all when I first came on, the guy I was listening to was saying like more than 700,000 Americans are like he called them the working homeless. He said that damn it, he said, what did he say? What did he say? Lord, it just lost me again. Let me see. Lord, I'm tired. Give me a minute. What that man say again? Because I lost it when I was driving. Then it just came back. Then I lost it again. Let me see. What did he say? He said, what did he say? Oh, he said they can't afford to pay rent because the minimum wage, the amount that it costs to live, the jobs that people have today, it's not enough for them to pay for a 2-bedroom apartment. I repeat, many of the people, the Americans who are working here today in the USA, the amount of money that they are making is not enough for them to pay for a 2-bedroom apartment. Thank you, Jesus. Cause child, I'm like, oh, if I lose it one more time. Yes, isn't that crazy? Like what I'm saying is like you're working a job, but though it's not y'all, I done told y'all the manager at the movie theater about to make $15 an hour. Where he going to live that $15 an hour, whatever that equates to, y'all can do the math. Y'all let me know. $15 an hour. How much is that in an annual salary? What we about 35? Is that about 35,000? Where can you afford to live working a job where you make $15 an hour and you're paying rent? Remember, so this is a manager's job at the movie theater. So let's go with me. Let's just say this manager is a man. We just gonna use it. He has a wife and he got 2 kids. Where they living for $15 an hour? Where they living for? Where they living? Where what? Where? This man who did this research was saying people cannot afford to pay rent anywhere working the jobs that they have, even when they're working multiple jobs. They just can't do it. Everybody is on their Tasha K. I ain't got it. Like people legit don't have it. Then you talking about paying back student loans. Where what? My looks? With my looks? What am I paying? How, Sway? How? Where is it coming from? I understand this debt is stupid large, over 36 trillion. I get it. I get it. But I need for you to get that I can't afford to contribute to paying it down. Like I ain't got it. Like I'm struggling to just survive. Like I'm struggling to just survive. Like this is a story to so many people. It's just like I see the bill out there, but that's all I can do is look at it because I don't have the money to pay it. I just don't have it. And I've said it before on this channel, y'all. I truly believe that most people, if they could afford to pay their bills and pay them on time, they would because it does something to your soul. How many of y'all, there was a time where you was able to kind of be on top of your stuff. Your money wasn't a thing. You was paying your bills. Your credit was good. You were like, oh, you said this bill due, bet. You done paid that bad boy early. How many of y'all remember them times when that was your situation where you could just pay it? Versus and then how good you felt knowing like damn I don't owe nobody. Like it's a good feeling to know you don't owe nobody, that nobody ain't calling your phone asking you about something that's due or like when you gonna get it or telling you something past due. Don't nobody want them, nobody on their heels like that. Like this is just not what people want. Like it's not. I truly believe that the average person, they want to settle their debt. They do. Big A say it's all our fault. We have people let it. We are people let it happen. We get paid on peanuts, and they get millions and millions. CEOs get millions, and people that make it all happen can't pay rent. Just like y'all, when we are working these companies, we're done that. What do they call them? Peons. We do the job, but it's the people, the higher ups, the ones that do the least, that's making all the money. You ever see like in your work environment, the higher up you go, the less you do. Like the lower you are, the more you get into it, the harder you're working. But the higher you get, it's the less where you sitting like, what the hell they do? What that title mean? Where you sitting as you're working your A off, and then you seeing the people, the leaders, and these fancy titles, and y'all, you talking, you having water cooler talk, trying to figure out what they do, like because you ain't never seen them do a daggone thing, but you see they getting promoted left and right, and they're moving up higher and higher, and you got more and more work on your desk. You got more work on your desk. This is a situation for a lot of people. I don't believe that people who don't have enough money, they're not working hard enough. I don't believe that at all. How many of you are working your A off, but you still feel like it's not enough? You know you go to work every day. You know you work long hours. You pay your bills as you're able to. but it's not enough. Is it fair to view so for someone to say you're lazy, you're not doing enough? You work in multiple jobs, you're taking care of your kids. It says Kyle said if you want to fix it, you have to get rid of the minimum wages that sets in lowest amount that they can pay you that bring back negotiated wages. I just think we got a lot of people who are out here doing the best they can, and it's just not enough. Brian, you said just subscribe. Thank you so much, Brian. You said sacrifice, stop bad habits. Melissa said, yeah, minimum wage is not enough anymore. Let's talk about it. If we were to have a minimum wage, what do you think that dollar amount should be? Because $15 ain't even it. You cannot work a job for $15 an hour and think you finna just have your heels kicked up in something of your own. Like that's just not happening. It's not enough. Gypsy Girl says, what is the complete title of this podcast? It can't say, listen, it was something, I can't remember what the hell I had. This was about, it started out, I was talking about Harvard. Trump said, listen, I want to take the $3 billion that I was going to give to Harvard and a little research, little situation with engineering. He was going to give them, the money was initially designated for scientific and engineering research. So Trump was going to give Harvard initially $3 billion. It was dedicated money that was awarded that had already. So basically, he was being an Indian giver. He was giving it and then taking it back. He was like, "Okay, Harvard, we was going to give you $3 billion for scientific and engineering research, but we feel like it'd be better used if we were to give it to trade schools." Brian said he done right by taking the money out of Harvard. I like the idea of putting the money into trade schools because I feel like they can use it more than Harvard. I done told y'all these rich schools and stuff, they be their endowment be crazy. It be the alumni and families of these students that continuously donate into these schools. Y'all, I learned all of this from like my husband's situation with working at like a private school. And he just said like they always got money to do whatever they need to do because the endowment just be so large from the parents just donating, former students who donate, because the school go from like K through 6. It's been around for years, since like 1960s. The school's been around. So it's just, they get a lot of money coming in. So I feel like, with Harvard, they got a lot of money coming in. The money that they're not going to get, they wouldn't get from the federal government. Y'all, it's not going to turn the lights off. It's just that they got accustomed to receiving this money. But they can make it do what it do without it. I really think these trade schools could find far better, like they really could use it. And I think with that being said, and that money becoming available for people who like need to learn a skill, a trade or whatever, these grants would allow for them to be able to do that because this money would now be available for them to tap into, to pay for them to go to this vocational school because a lot of people don't have it. Hoodoo King said trades are worth more than a degree. Degrees are worthless. Y'all, I got multiple degrees and I ain't even arguing that one. I do not tell my kids they have to go to college. Oh no, this is coming from mama who got enough degrees for everybody in the house. Because I've come to know that it's not the only way you can get to it. It's not. When you know, you know. It's a way. It's not the only way or the way. Hoodoo say AI did that. No, I tell them like, the goal is to become proficient in something, to learn a skill. However you do it, whether it's an apprenticeship, a trade school, vocational school, whatever, you go to, you get a certification. You just need to learn something, become proficient in something. Like That's not always college. You don't have to do it that way. But the narrative was always pushed that that was the way, like the way you have to get to it. It was a lie. It was a lie. So I have a child, my son, oldest son, who is in college. My other two are college bound. They want to go to college, but I let them know. I talk to them, hey, this is what you want to do, but understand you do not have to do that. There are other things that fields you can go into where you can make a good living without having to go in debt. My thing is, hey, if you're able to get free money, scholarships, do the best you can while you're in school. So therefore, when you do go off to school, you can maybe go for free or pay very little because of remember you were an athlete. Remember I told you these different sports that you can get free money in. So you can get money in things other than academia. Like you can get free money, in just, from playing sports. And it don't have to be just football or basketball, the popular ones. It can be tennis. It can be ping pong. It can be lacrosse. It can be swimming. Any kind. Google it. Google it. Google it. Homework for the day. Honor students. Thank you all for joining me on this live on this episode of Chronicles. If you subscribe to my channel, you are an honor student. If you become a member of my channel, I have the Timu prices, $2.99. You will be a political honor student. But as honor students, we ask questions, we do our research, we elevate. We require people to come up to our level. And we're free thinkers. Like we're free thinkers. We be out here questioning everything. We question everything. We question everything. What are we doing over here? Why are we doing that? Trump said, Who are these immigrants? Who are they? Who are they? Like you ask questions. I always say smart people ask questions. You ask questions. You don't just go off of what somebody tell you. You seek it out. You do your research. You learn yourself. So anything you hear me say, go out there and like do your research. See what's out there. See what you learn. Bump it up to what you heard me say. She'd be like, oh, she said there's these, sports and things that have a low representation with black and brown people. What sports are these? Are there grants out here for these sports? Like, look into it. Don't just take my word. Look into it. Look into it. Look into it. Everything. Anything you hear, just do your research. That's just, listen, smart people ask questions. Don't ever have someone to have you feel like less than or crazy because you're asking questions, because this is what smart people do. And I guarantee you that that person who is talking bad about you because of your questions, you know more than them. Why? Because you ask questions. And guess what? When they want to know what the hell going on, guess who they coming to? They always go to the person who be asking questions because they know that person likely knows or know more than what they know because they ask questions. This is what we do over here. Thank you so much, Dr. J, for sharing my Cash App, $speak50. That's just one of multiple ways to show support. You can like the video, that's free. Super chats as little or as much as you want. Uh, yeah, just watching the content. Just watch the content through. Thank you, Dr. J. Dr. J, please drop your YouTube channel link in the chat. Dr. J, my awesome mod, she's also a content creator, and her content is centered around education and all that's going on in these current times and the impact on education. It will behoove you to want to know what's going on with education if you have loved ones who are still navigating through the education system in the USA. Dr. J, congratulations. I thought about you. I'm like, she should be over the 200 coming off of this holiday weekend. So congratulations on that 207 and counting. You'll be at 1,000 before you know it because you're growing very fast. So please drop the link if you are interested in content centered around education and how everything that's going on impacts the education system here in the US. Follow Dr. J. She goes live. And listen, make sure you have the notification bell hit on my channel, her channel, whoever's channel, so you know when your favorite content creators go live so you can get the notification bell. Dr. J said 1K by the end of the year is my goal. Yeah, I have faith you'll definitely reach that goal, just without a doubt. Growing, we're growing, we're growing. That's what it's about. I am a smaller content creator as well. I'm growing. It was just you all, this channel just February was like 500 subscribers. It wasn't that long where I'm like, road to 1,000, road to 1,000, child. I don't know. I think I'm probably nearing 4,000 right now. So, but yeah, when you just work hard and, put your head down and do what you're supposed to do, the rest will kind of take care of itself. The rest will take care of itself. So that's what hard work looks like. And right now in these trying times, all we can do is just do the best we can. That's all any of us can do is the best we can. And then let the Lord take care of the rest, or whoever you believe in. But we are definitely in times where we need to have something to believe in. Something to believe in, because we all are out here moving on what? A wing and a prayer. We are all out here moving on a wing and a prayer. Mental health, protect your mental health, take care of yourself. What are the things that you like that helps you protect your peace, to stay in a good place? Like, what are those things? I like to walk. I like to take walks in the park. Those things. I did that just yesterday. I created some shorts out there um, where I was out with my husband enjoying nature. Um, enjoy nature, and that's what it's about. We want to just do something, whatever it is. And in between, when I'm not doing content, I like to go out and be out in nature with my husband, my family. I like to be outside. Definitely check out my walk and talks. Those are always like great lives. Some of my faves, some of my subscriber faves. Get a lot of people who come out to support when I do a walk and talk, where I'm just kind of out and about and I'm talking my talk while enjoying nature. So definitely subscribe to my channel. I have a second channel, Chic Speaks. I did some shorts yesterday while I was out at the park. So if you want to check out any of those, you can see those on my other channel, Chic Speaks. It used to be my larger channel, but now it's my smaller channel. This is now my larger channel because this is where I spend majority of my time, and I've developed a pretty big following as I've come out here and talk about just all these shenanigans that takes place in politics, in the world of politics. So yeah, check me out. Follow me on both platforms, Chic Speaks, and then this is Chic Speaks on it. And yeah, I hope to see you all again in future lives. I will. Not sure when I'll be back on here. That's why you need to have the notification bell on so you know when I go live. Sometimes in the evening when I'm heading home, I'll go live, and sometimes not. Sometimes not. So just make sure you follow me and have your notification bell on so you know when I do go live. I like to say, go out into the world, show up in a way in which you want others to show up for you. That means treat others as you want to be treated. Like attracts like. Give off good energy. Give off good energy, because what you will receive good energy in return. Y'all, it ain't that deep. I always say it's not that deep. Y'all, it's real simple. It's not that deep. Just be good. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Just be nice to somebody. Smile. It's the little things. Like, share, and subscribe. Protect your peace. If you're struggling with mental health, I do have some products on Amazon: adult coloring books, journals, notebooks, planners, things like that. You can find the links on previously recorded content on my channel. So just go and look up all my content and you'll see the hyperlinks that'll take you to Amazon. My products are on Prime. Range from $5.99 to $7.99. So Temu prices, I like to say Chic has the Temu prices. It's in everything is it's just about centered around just trying to help the next person. That's just what I do. I like to help. I like to help. That's what I feel like my calling is. I'm here to help, to serve. That's my mission, and that's what I come on here to accomplish each time I go live. So I thank each and every one of you for rocking with me, for coming along with me once again on another episode of Car Chronicles. And listen, it's Taco Tuesday. Have a taco, you all. Dr. J say May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Look at there. We're nearing out the month of May. Can you all believe it's about to be June? So that's like 6 months in, half the year's gone. Time flies, right? Time flies when you got bills, when you got responsibilities. How about that? It's no longer time flies when you're having fun. Time flies when issues do. When issues do, you like, I need more time. I need more time. I need more time. I need more time. And guess what? Trump gave the EU more time. July. He like, listen, y'all, listen. July, 50% tariffs. July. On that note, you all take care of yourselves and one another. Heavy on the taking care of yourself. So often we taking care of everyone but ourselves. Take care of yourselves. Then you take care of the next person. Peace.